Hello everybody, welcome to Saturday. Hope you're having a fabulous day. And of course, welcome to the You Cannot Pour from an Empty Cup vlogging series. This series is really all about giving you lots of information via vlog form, so video format, and also via written posts every week around giving you two things. One is around helping you cultivate the habit of really checking in to see how full your cup really is. And the other sort of function of this series is to really help you or I guess give you some ideas around what you might utilize in order to sort of replenish your cup and to feel a little bit more revitalized on a day-to-day basis. I'm starting the car on. I'm at the shopping center. I'm about to go in. I was going to vlog in there, but I've decided to do it here. Anyway, so this week, I guess I just really wanted to come in and do a recap of the week. And this week has been really focusing on building that solid foundation. So if you were to imagine your life as a bit of a pyramid, it's absolutely essential that we have a really good solid foundation before we can really try to build on that or achieve much more. And so of course this week what we talked about as being that solid foundation were some of the very core essential physical requirements that all humans and in fact most animals require. So just to have a bit of a recap what we've talked about this week to remind you that how we've talked about the need to have fresh air. Okay, so we need to be able to breathe, and doing that outside is a fantastic way to really help feel a little bit better and energized and replenishing your cup. I've talked about getting some vitamin D. Of course, I mean to do that in a safe way, in that indirect sunlight, or to make sure you are using your sun safety strategies. And of course, making sure you are consuming enough water. It is absolutely essential that we drink enough fluids. And it's about you learning how much you require and really adapting that, I guess, depending on what's going on in your life. So, depending on the weather, depending on your physical requirements, you would, change that accordingly. So really learning to tune into your body and what it requires on a day-to-day basis. It's not a set and forget thing. Okay, what else are we speaking about? Sleep. Sleep is a huge one. If we are not sleeping, eating, and drinking enough water, then pretty much we can't really do much else. Well, in the long term anyway. So sleep, it is absolutely vital, and I think it's important to know that it is completely normal to have trouble with sleep at times for a few days, and usually this is because there's a few stresses going on, and when those stresses resolve themselves, we tend to notice that our sleep improves again. It's also normal to take about 20 or 30 minutes to fall asleep. Not many people actually just lie straight down and fall asleep straight away. Unless you've got young children, then you probably do. So sleep, really important, and important for you to learn how much sleep that you actually need. Again, it's not a one size fits all. I know that the recommendations say about 8 or 9 hours, and I think that's a good guide. But some people require more than that, and some people require far less than that. So just knowing what it is that you need for your body at any given time in your life, and this is probably going to change across your life cycle. Talked about napping. As a general rule, napping is a bit of a no-no, but definitely there's times when it can be quite beneficial occasionally, especially let's say if you've got really young children and they're awake quite frequently through the night. If you've been doing a lot of travel, if things that are a bit out of the norm for you that are quite physically and emotionally exhausting, perhaps having a nap occasionally might be helpful to really make sure you can achieve and work at your optimal level. And then we've talked about nourish to flourish. So again, so important that we're making sure that we're consuming the fuel for our body. And again, everyone's going to be a bit different on what they require. You just need to work out what it is that your body needs to really function at an optimal level. And generally your body will tell you, if you've eaten a huge big meal of lasagna and let's say garlic bread at lunchtime, and then half an hour later you're feeling really sluggish and fatigued and demotivated, then your body might be trying to tell you something about that. really tuning into it, what leaves you feeling energized, what leaves you feeling motivated, what leaves you feeling like you can keep going for the rest of the day, versus what sort of leaves you feeling quite flat and demotivated and bloated. Okay, so that is a bit of a recap for the week. So I hope you found that helpful. I hope that recap helps to remind you a little bit about the importance of really touching base with some of those very core essential physical requirements. And don't forget, some of this stuff is not necessarily about having to take hours or days out of time to really work on replenishing your resources. It's just about grabbing the time throughout the day when the opportunity presents itself, and if not, really learning how to carve that time out. And you may have seen yesterday I put a post up about rather than running around with my cup of coffee on the run, multitasking, trying to do 100 things at once, generally drinking my coffee when it's cold, I actually took the opportunity to sit down, make a cup of lovely loose leaf tea in a proper china cup and sit down and enjoy it. And yes, that took a few extra moments, but I think what that leads to is feeling a little bit better in your day, feeling more revitalized and replenished, and being able to get up and go at it again and be clearer and be more motivated and probably a little bit more successful in what it is that you're trying to achieve. So take the opportunities as they arise to get some fresh air, get some vitamin D, replenish your body with some sleep and some food and water, and really make sure you're building that solid base on a daily basis. All right, that is it for me today. I hope you found that helpful. If you have any questions, please do let me know. You can pop them in the comment section below. You can send me a message, send me an email, whatever suits you. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your weekend, and I do look forward to coming to you in this next week for a whole lot of new information on how to cultivate the habit of checking in on your cup, and also how to revitalize and re-nourish that. Okay, that's it for me today. Take care. Bye.